Mothers of Reddit, who's the worst girlfriend your son has ever brought home? My mother would say my ex-sister-in-law pros. Nice. Pretty. Enjoys working out. Talks a lot. Extremely social person. Cons. Compulsive liar who will say anything to meet her ends. Psychotic father who influences her views and has shady business. Fraud. Started a business to launder dad's money. I mean. 4 pros versus 3 cons. Simple math. Really? Stepmom here. She was from a very well-off family. And it had made her incredibly selfish and demanding. She never had a nice thing to say about him or anything else. She criticized him constantly and talked shitty about our house and lifestyle to our faces. She lied to her parents and asked us to cover for her. She yelled at our son when we wouldn't do it. They were only teenagers. But she expected him to take her to high-end restaurants and buy her super expensive gifts constantly. She told him his intended college major didn't pay enough and he needed to drop out and work for her dad. She'd ask him to drive home from college to give her a ride somewhere. And then make him wait in the car until she was ready to leave. This happened more than once. She cheated on him numerous times. She was a garbage person. We were so happy when he finally got out. Not a mom. But when my brother was in high school he dated this heinous bitch who treated everyone like shitty. She was a sassy little CNT. The straw that broke the camel's back for me mom was when they needed a ride back from the movies. And they were late because she demanded they go to a different movie. My mom waited an hour for them and when they finally showed up, my mom was a little miffed. But when she asked them, the girl said it was my mom's duty to wait because that was her job. Yeah. Mom lost it. Not exactly the prompt. But my uncle's first wife was a bona fide psychopath. This is the most egregious incident. My uncle grew up on a farm and he had a cow there which he absolutely adored. And I mean he took care of this thing like it was his baby. Well, after about 5 years of marriage with this woman, they file for divorce. During the ordeal, my uncle comes home to find that his beloved cow isn't where she usually is. In fact, he couldn't find her anywhere. The bitch sold it to a slaughterhouse. FCK that woman. I was the son in this situation. My mom has a severe case of no one will ever be good enough for my baby syndrome. When my now wife and I got engaged everyone congratulated us except for my mom, who drove 5 hours to visit her mother to cry. She never supported our engagement for the 3 years leading up to the wedding. Contributed the bare minimum of having my dad pay for the rehearsal dinner. And even still only tolerated her presence. My wife is a lovely, kind woman who everyone in my family loves. All of my friends love. Well, I have to say thank you for standing by your wife's side. Not a mother. But my brother's girlfriend is a nightmare. She is morbidly obese. She's bipolar, refuses to take meds for it, and generally disrespectful and crazy. She said some very offensive things when my uncle died. Suggested I was single because I'm mean. I'm not single. I live with my boyfriend. But that's besides the point. She recently threw a temper tantrum so severe. My brother hid in his car and called my grandmother. She is currently also in an online relationship with a 15-year-old she met on PlayStation Network. She's late 20s. BTW. She has told my brother she is in love with this kid. Unfortunately, as much as I love him, my brother is a doormat and won't throw her out. He thinks this is the best he's going to do. And she gets to sit around playing video games with her child boyfriend while my brother does the housework. After he gets home from his job. She had a job for about a month. My brother hasn't seen her go in over a week. So he is pretty sure she quit. Intervention time. My brother is very private and never introduces any of his girlfriends to us. His family. Unless they force his hand and insist upon it. He finally introduces us to a woman that I will call Dee Dee, who we guess he had been dating a year. And everyone likes Dee Dee. She turns on the charm and the entire family likes having her around. She's charming and funny and helpful. And after like 6 months it's like she got comfortable with her place and revealed her true nature. She was the most insecure, bitching, demanding woman my brother ever dated. When he was with my mom and Dee called, he had to make my mom be quiet and not talk because if she heard my mom in the background she would get jealous of her. It was insane. And with her being jealous of my brother spending time with mom basically undid all the goodwill she garnered in the previous 6 months. It was crazy. She was so insecure my brother couldn't spend time with our mom because she would get jealous and pissed. I've never seen anything like it. Single father. But my son had a GF a few years ago that was CD trailer park trash straight from a Cops episode. Managed to bring a lice infestation with her the first time she visited the house and multiple times afterwards until I drew the line and told him that he was going to be sterilized if I had to do the house one more time. I remember one time I got lice from my little brother and I didn't know it, and I went to my then boyfriend's house and his mom hated me after that. BC everyone and the pets got lice. Not a mom, but my younger brother dated this girl that we actually really liked. Then she started getting possessive, claiming he wasn't trying hard enough for her even though he drove 3 hours to see her a couple times a week. Then she wanted to go on a break while she started seeing the guy she was cheating on him with, and they officially dumped my brother for this other guy who ended up beating her. Then she started dating a new guy and then beat the shit out of him and put him in the hospital. Not his mom, but my ex and I were good friends after a mutual split. He introduced me to this girl. She was awful. No job. Lived in her friend's trailer. Did the whole room and board thing watching said friend's kid. When she told me they didn't own a TV, I asked her if she read much. Nope. Wasn't into music, or art, or current events, politics, even pop culture. No hobbies of any kind. Didn't finish high school. Didn't intend to get a GED. Was not job hunting. It was like a game of 20 questions just to figure out what she did all day. Needless to say, she never had anything to talk about or say about anything. She hated all of his friends because we, well, did stuff and knew things. Not even kidding. That lasted about a month. So far the only actual mother in this thread is someone who used a reposted answer lol. Lol, I don't think mothers who are old enough to have sons in the dating game are a demographic that uses Reddit. I'm a mom but I have one toddler. Apologies if you have seen this already as I have posted it in the past. But people got a kick out of it last time. My son's first girlfriend was a really sweet girl and very bright, but she would always say, "You get it? It's because," insert over explanation of a simple joke, every single time she told or heard a joke. It was really annoying to watch any kind of TV show with her or even joke around in our family because she would have to butt in and over explain it. I asked my son if she thought we were a bunch of morons or something, but he said that she did it at school as well. They only dated for 2 months, but it was the longest 2 months of my life. She moved the following school year, so we don't know if she is still doing it or not. Worst girlfriend was a product of her arsehole parents. They were high school freshmen. So 13 and 14 years old. Her parents didn't care they were having sex, as long as she didn't get pregnant and drop out of school like her older sister. Our son would get in trouble for rebellious behavior and run away. We called the cops a couple of times. The last time, I called the girlfriend's parents and asked them to let me know if he showed up there. He had in the past. Father told me to stop bothering them. That our family drama, which was caused by his daughter, wasn't their problem. I was seething. And that relationship ended very quickly after. Not a mother. Sister. I practically raised my younger brother, though this girl was a liar and I saw it. She lied about being kicked out in order to move into our already crowded home. My brother is a good kid and wouldn't leave her homeless. She cheated and manipulated him. Once after they kind of broke up, they were both older teens. I woke up in the next room over to an argument. I was working full time and I have trouble enough sleeping, so I got up and opened his door, and there my brother in his boxers and her naked having an argument. I told them off. Got my mom involved. And my stepdad also woke up to tell them to shut up. In the end I told my brother if she doesn't leave I'm calling the cops, and I was disappointed him in. After that night she never came back. I did also have a few back and forth with her over how she talked to me and my family, and she also stole my BFS at the Times shirts. Never liked her. Have her on FB though for that sweet drama. Sister dated a guy while living with our mom. Dude would poop in the shower. After they broke up, he would break in and steal things to sell on Craigslist Facebook while they were at work. I installed some security cams. But my sister, for some reason, told him about it. And he stopped after that. Shame. I was looking forward to sending him to prison. Never trust a showster. My oldest son dated a 26-year-old college graduate. Only child. Who thought that the oldest child would be the smartest. And every child that was younger would have a progressively lower IQ. She said this at our family dinner table. We all looked at each other and started laughing so hard. That was pretty much the end of their relationship. She really believed this. Not a mom. But my brother's first girlfriend was f***ing insane. They only dated for about 6 months. And at first she came off quiet and mousy. My mom said from the first day she met her that she didn't like her. But I thought she was okay. Anyway. Fast forward. This girl was the trashy type who'd grow up seeing her mom parade around all these men, not sure how her mom was ugly, and use them. So she was trying to do the same with my brother. He works in the oil field, so he makes a lot of money. She tried repeatedly to get pregnant on purpose and lied about her age. My brother was 19. She said she was 17 when she was really 16. Last I checked she had a baby about 2 years after they broke up. And she's single. Yeah. Not surprised about that. Just feel bad for the kid. Lol, my mom is pretty conservative. As in mindset, not political affiliations. So any tattoo or piercing is a bad woman for me. My son's in love with this blonde, blue-eyed girl. She's sweet, but is absolutely illiterate and has never even tried to get a job. I'm gonna hold off until they both start kindergarten before I pass judgment on her character though. I'm pretty sure mothers who have sons old enough to be in the dating game are the lowest percentage of all the demographics that make up Reddit users. Ha, joke's on you. I've never even been close to having a girlfriend. I am a mom of daughters. My girls are really pretty. My middle daughter dated an ugly man who had a lot of money. He would buy her things, then take them back. He wouldn't let her out of the car once and she had to jump out and flee to call me. Well, that was it. Instant hate on this guy. I told her, even though she was an adult, she needed to stop seeing him altogether. I stuck to my guns and she broke up with him. She is now happily married and that guy killed himself. My son is only 4. But my brother dated a girl in high school who wouldn't speak directly to anyone in our family and would only whisper in my brother's ear when we were around. Still, she's got nothing on his hopefully soon to be ex-wife who has borderline personality disorder and convinced him he was suicidal. Then after he got out from being institutionalized, got him to act in a way that got him fired from work and arrested on his birthday weekend.